Good morning, everyone. This is Katie coming to you from Golden Room Reiki. I am today going to be giving you some practical strategies and tools to help you feel like you have more control in a time where we are definitely feeling like things are out of our hands. A lot of question and concern about how to maintain good health right now. And there's a lot of opinions and a lot of voices being thrown around. But I want to give you some practical strategies and tools with items that you probably have right around your house right now. And so I thought it was important to bring this to you today. There's a lot to get to, so I'm going to get started on this March 19th of 2020. I'm going to try to be as concise as possible, but there's a lot to get to and I don't want to leave anything out for you. Mainly today I want to talk to you about keeping your vibration high in order for you to maintain good health. Why should you care about your vibration? A lot of people aren't even aware that they are vibrating beings. So I'm here to tell you that you are. We have electrical systems. Our cells are vibrating at a particular frequency at any given point. And in order for us to maintain good health, we need to keep our vibration high. It's when we fall lower with our vibration that we are more susceptible to illness. So I'm going to give you some practical ways that you can help maintain the vibration at a higher level where your body's strong enough to fight off infection. First, going to talk about some practical strategies that you've been hearing already. Number one strategy to keep yourself healthy is hand washing. But I want to talk to you about proper hand washing. When we wash our hands, typically we do this motion, but what we are missing is our thumbs. So be sure that number one, you have a good clean soap that is not heavy with chemicals. So watch for that. I use Bronner's soap I get that at the Nature Storehouse. You can get it probably at the co-op as well. But Bronner's lavender soap has very simple ingredients and very effective. So you find your soap that you like and create a lather and you work yourself up probably for about 20 seconds. Say the alphabet if you need to, but make sure that you are getting a good, strong, vigorous scrub and lather. Get those wrists and all the way down to the elbows. When you go to rinse, be sure that you're rinsing like this so that any debris, any germs, if it's going to drip and drain and rinse this way so as not to contaminate anything lower down. So rinsing with your fingers up this way. I'm going to talk to you about hand sanitizer. It's flying off the shelf right now and people are panicking when it's not there. I'm going to tell you, do not panic. First of all, myself and my family only use hand sanitizer when there is no sink available to do proper hand washing. That really should be the only time that you use hand sanitizer. And I will tell you why. The alcohol that is and the chemicals that are in hand sanitizers typically are going to break down and degrade the integrity of your skin. Your skin actually, believe it or not, has good germs on it that are meant to protect you. And when you are constantly introducing gels and drying agents, you are wearing away the integrity of the protectant skin that's there for a reason. So that is my advice to you, to hand wash primarily and use hand sanitizer only when you don't have access to a sink. And there are plenty of other opinions out there, but that is mine. After 20 years of nursing. The number one thing that healthcare professionals and those in infectious disease prevention areas are not saying is nasal rinses. And I cannot for the life of me imagine why they are not saying this. If you think about it, when you're out in public and you're breathing in the air around you, pathogens are going to hit the nose first. And they're going to collect here. And simple method of nasal rinses, and I will show you how to do this, is going to remove the pathogens from the nose. It's going to rinse them so that they can't create a petri dish. It's amazing. Very simple and effective method. So you fill this up with warm water, and by the way, you can get these neti pots at probably any drugstore. You can get them for sure at Nature Store, because that's where I got this, and perhaps Co-op, I'm not sure. But you fill it with warm water, lukewarm, perhaps even closer to room temperature, and a pinch of salt. Stir it around, put it right up against one nostril, and very slowly let it drip into the nose, into the nasal passages. And if you go slowly enough, you can breathe through your mouth, and the water will come back out through the other nose. And just let it drain over the sink. Wait until you feel like it's flushed enough, and then repeat on the other side. You can blow your nose in between. Repeat. Simple. Takes maybe 2 minutes. My family does this every single day, but we also repeat when we come back in from being out in public. Super effective way of preventing any illness. So, and I also didn't say, going back to the hand sanitizer, they have something created locally that they sell at the Nature Storehouse. And I find it just as effective as any other hand sanitizer. It smells amazing, it's made with essential oils, and I trust it. So, moving along, hydrate. This is something that I emphasize all the time with my clients. You have to be sure that your body is getting the water that it needs in order to flush any toxins it's trying to remove from the body. Please, 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 hydrate properly. And I will say, in addition to that, during these times when you're trying to create wellness and maintain good health, that you would or should add up to a whole lemon a day throughout the day in your water, just to give your body that immune booster, So you've already been told about vitamins. Very dear friend of mine who knows what he's talking about recommends obviously C and D3, especially magnesium. When your body is trying to maintain systems of functioning, you want to be sure that you're getting the magnesium that your body needs. But also colloidal silver when you're trying to prevent illness is effective, and highly recommend that you have something like that in your house. You can get that at the Nature Storehouse as well. But I would add elderberry. It's an antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. It just helps to prevent illness. Herbs that you might want to have around the house: ginger, garlic, oregano oil, peppermint oil, tea tree oil. Tea tree is a really good disinfectant, and I'm going to get to that, but having a spray bottle around your house to add a few drops of tea tree oil in it is a good room air disinfectant. Also takes the particles from the air and drops them. So it's another very simple and effective preventative method. Apple cider vinegar is another staple. Absolutely have to have that in my household. 1 tablespoon a day to shift your body's pH so that bacteria cannot thrive in your body. Very important. So another distinction I want to make, like some of these methods are going to be the same for prevention as they are for wellness, or excuse me, when you're actually sick and trying to get well. A lot of these methods are going to be the same. We already talked about hand washing. I told you about the spray bottle with the tea tree oil as a disinfectant for the room. Sage is another one that you want to help clear the room if somebody is not well and you want to prevent the spread in, throughout the household. Sage the room, helps to clean and clear away that muck that's just kind of sitting in the air. Another one you can get at the Nature Storehouse or the Co-op. You can also get it online. So the nasal rinses I mentioned, herbal supplements, and if you have any other questions about herbal supplements, Rainbow at Nature Storehouse is an incredible resource. She knows her stuff, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have as well. There's lots of people in the area that are very familiar with what's helpful to have around the house. Nature, fresh air, can't say enough about it. Get outside as often as you possibly can. Get that fresh, deep oxygen moving through your lungs. It helps to remove any stuck energy that's stagnant and trying to wreak havoc in the body. So important on so many levels, but also it raises your vibration. And like I said, I'm going to repeat it many times throughout this. Raising your vibration will help you to maintain health and fight infection. Number 1 understated is sleep. Sleep is going to decrease your vibration if you are not getting enough. If your body is depleted, you're not recharging. Minimum of 8 hours of sleep. My husband's doing a lot of research on this right now, and he says 8 hours minimum, of course. We all know that. But he says perhaps you should be on your back for at least 9 so that your body is starting to calm itself. And I would say use that time to do some breath work as you are calming down. One simple breath technique that you can use is inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, and then exhale for 5 or 6 or 7 seconds. And you want to exaggerate that exhale. Let it be comfortable. Don't, hurt yourself by any means. But if you can, start off perhaps with a 5 count on the exhale and then work yourself up to a 7 count on the exhale. So in for 4, hold for 4, and then exhale for 5, 6, or 7 seconds. And this tells the nervous system, okay, it's time to calm down, it's time to relax. One simple strategy, and it really does work. So give that a try. Light and sound therapy is next, and this is so incredibly important and is a huge passion of mine. I use this every single day with my clients. Why is light and sound important? And a lot of people aren't even aware that it has an effect on your body. You might know that music feels good to listen to, but actually on a cellular level and molecular level, it is affecting change. Increases the level at which your body cells vibrate. And that is important, like I already said, to maintain good health. It spins out lower level frequencies to maintain a lighter being, and it feels good. So music, playing whatever music soothes your soul. Find something that feels right for you. I can certainly give you recommendations, but there's so much out there that you can find on your own. Sound, not entirely dissimilar from music, but sound therapy, for example. I have a singing bowl right here. Sound frequencies are absorbed from the body. And like I said, it will increase the level at which you vibrate. Tuning forks, same thing. These have very specific frequencies. They sound very different. They're going to be absorbed by the body in a different way. However, one thing they have in common is that they are increasing the level at which you vibrate. And that is only ever a good thing. Okay, so we're talking about good vibrations versus, I'll give you an example of a bad or harmful or destructive vibration is your cell phone. So you might want to get yourself some of those electromagnetic frequency protector stickers that you can put on your phone, and that will help take care of those harmful vibrations. But we're focusing only today on the good vibrations. Sound is healing, okay? Get it in whatever way that you possibly can during these times. Crash course. Moving on to my favorite, which is light. All right, that's what Reiki is, and Reiki is incredibly healing for a lot of the same reasons. Increases the level at which you vibrate, spins out the lower level frequencies. But I'm going to talk to you right now about crystals. Crystals are amazing. You see here, this is my water bottle. It has a very large amethyst crystal inside of it. You might ask, why would you waste your time or your money or your resources on something like this? It increases the frequency of the water. It creates softer, cleaner, clearer water. I am not a salesperson for these. I'm just telling you what I have found, and they are incredible. I have a very sensitive nose. I can leave this water, not that I do, in for days, and it does not have a smell to it. It still smells just as fresh as it did the day one. And I will show you a visible example of how that works. This bottle here, you might have seen, I posted a picture the other day. So this is holy water. And it had accumulated all this bacteria you cannot see, though if you look closely, it's in the bottom. That orange stuff is bacterial growth. And it was all throughout the water molecules, just kind of floating around. I stuck this bottle next to my amethyst geode for less than 24 hours. All of the particles settled completely to the bottom and created this clear water. Now, I'm not saying I would just drink this water right now, but I'm trying to show you that crystals have a very dramatic effect on the water and make your water very appealing. If you have crystals around your house and they are somewhat smooth, clean them off and drop them into your glass of water. Increases the water's vibration, and then after, could be just hours, could be a whole day that you let it sit there, drink the water. It's amazing. Feels so good. So here, I'm just going to show you an example of some of the crystals that I have. It does not matter what crystals you use. Any of them are going to have a positive benefit on your health if you use them. You can, yes, put them in your water like I just said. You can put them close to your person, tuck them in a pocket, tuck them in your bra, back pocket, put them in your hand and just carry them around. But these little gifts from nature are packed with a punch. It doesn't matter how big or small, they are powerful regardless. So that is that. Your thoughts, your moods, your emotions, how does that have an effect on your vibration? I think it's pretty obvious, but I'll explain. So any thoughts that you have a particular vibration or frequency, and as we know, harmful, bad, negative thoughts have an effect on our overall mood, right? In order to maintain a positive and healthy vibration, we really need to monitor the thoughts that were coming in. Right now, there's so much fear going around. It is so difficult for us to calm our nervous system and tell ourselves, it's okay. Everything is okay. I understand why that's difficult. But the fact of the matter is, everything is in perfect place. How do we know this? Just look at nature. Nature will tell you everything that you need to know right now. Get outside and listen to the messages that nature's trying to tell you. Okay? Trees, when the wind's coming up against them, they don't question, they just bend and flex and flow. Water just goes with the flow, does not question which way in the stream it's supposed to go. Blades of grass just grow, they don't question or ask why the blade next to them is a little taller. So there's a lot of messages that nature has for us, but one of which is, I got this. Everything's in perfect order. Stop fearing. Okay? We give our control up when we start letting fear take over. Okay? It does not do us any good. Yes, we need to plan. Yes, we need to take action and do practical strategies and put plans in place in order to help us to move through these challenges. But fear is not our friend right now. Monitor the thoughts that you're holding. If you notice that you're getting caught up in the negative, stop yourself. Remind yourself, everything is okay. Everything will be okay. Take it one moment at a time. Bring things back into the here and the now. I'm going to talk just briefly about your environment for health. Clean surfaces, of course. Wipe down your surfaces as frequently as you need to for your own mental well-being, right? Be mindful of the products that you're using, though. I'm not going to overwhelm you with too much of this, but just keep your products somewhat simple. Okay, something with a lighter chemical load. Okay, just keep it simple and effective. Of course, we want the disinfectant materials, of course, but really the friction is what you need to kill any pathogens. Excuse me. So a spray bottle, like I already said, of tea tree and peppermint helps to reduce the particles in the air. Sage, I've already mentioned sage. Definitely use that as often as you need to. But after you've gotten your environment clean and you feel comfortable that it's clean, create an ambiance for yourself to feel good, to feel lighter. So light a candle, put some music on that helps elevate your mood. So critical that you keep your vibration light in order to stay healthy, okay? I think I have said enough. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out and ask. And hopefully you can employ some of these strategies and tools from my little bag of tricks to help keep you and your loved ones healthy and safe during this time of adversity. Be well, everyone, and get outside, get that fresh air. Take care.